Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel ServiceNow Universe. This is part 2 of the CMDB identification and reconciliation rules. In part 1 we discussed what is CMDB identification rule and what is CMDB reconciliation rule. So if you guys have not watched part 1 video, then please go and watch that first. I'll put the link in the description for part 1, and in this video we'll just have the demo of whatever we have discussed in the part 1. Okay, so in the part 1 we have discussed there are multiple data sources, and from those data sources the data will be entered in the CMDB. So before entering the data in the CMDB, that data will go through IRE, and IRE will make sure to update or insert the record in the CMDB. Okay, so we don't have the setup for ServiceNow discovery source here, and we don't have setup for SCCM as well. So currently what we will do is we'll have one source as the import set that will load the data from the Excel, and a second one will load the data from the script. Okay, so first let's go and load the let me show you the Excel first. Okay, the Excel looks like this. Here we have the name. Okay, the name of the laptops, laptop 123 124 till 128, and the serial number. Here the serial number is different for all the laptops, and the speed, and the OS, and the RAM. Okay, we have this information, and we'll load this in the CMDB. For example, load data. I'll create a table here, a new table. So let me call that as laptops import. Okay, and I'll choose the file that is laptops. Okay, and I'll submit this. Okay, now I have to create the transform map. So let's create on the transform map. Hope you all guys have know what is transform maps. So let me just go and copy the code. That is the transform script which triggers the IRE here. So let's go first create the transform map, laptops import, and our source table is this, and target table will be computer table. Okay, and I'll save this. Okay, first we'll do field mapping. Okay, with mapping assist. Okay, so let's have this name, and that should be mapped to the name here. Name, OS, RAM. Let's add everything. Serial number and speed. So OS should be marked with OS here. Operating system, I think it is. Yeah, operating system. And RAM will be this, serial number, and then speed. I don't see speed here. Let me just check. It's CPU speed. Okay, it's CPU speed. Okay, now we'll save this. And okay, so without IRE as well, we can have this coil as true. Okay, if I do this true, then it will compare the name. If the name matches, then it updates the record. If it a name does not match, then it will create the record. Okay, this we all everything know. But what happens here is this is only identification, right? And based on a few fields. But in the identification and reconciliation, we can have the trusted source, right? That data source, trusted data source will update the data, otherwise will not update the that thing. That's why IRE is safe one. So we'll make this as well as false itself for now. Okay, and to trigger IRE, we must have a on before client on before transform script here. Okay, so let me have this on before, and in this, I'll just copy this code and paste that here. Okay, so this code will call the CMDB API to identification and reconciliation of current row. Okay, the row is transforming, the that row will be gone through this script include, and this script include will identify and reconcile that row actually. And if here ignore true is there, what it means is the row transformation will not do from the transform map. We'll just call the this function, this identify and reconcile, that will take care of insertion of updation or updation. Let me just comment out this for now, and I'll keep only ignore true. Okay, ignore true is only there. uh, okay, I'll say this. So first of all, let's understand what is ignore true. So this is on before transform script, right? So what happens is it's like we are creating a before business rule, and we are making set abort action as false there. Okay, set abort action as true there. So it means it will abort that insertion or updation in the business rule. Here it will abort the row transformation. So now in on before client script, we just have ignored true. It means whatever we are transforming this Excel sheet, that will not be gone to a computer stable, that will not be transformed to computer stable, because we are ignoring that. So let me just add a filter created on today. Okay, create on today, we don't have anything, and let me transform it. Transform. Okay, so now the transformation is complete. If I refresh this page, we don't have anything here because we have ignored the row transform. So let me just go back, or let me open the transform map in another. Yeah, here we have the transform map, and let me open the transform script. Okay, so here we have ignored that. So no transformation happens through transform map. This here, if I uncomment this, okay, this row transformation will be taken care by the identification and reconciliation engine, and that identification and reconciliation engine identifies the CI based on the identification rules, and it will update or create based on the identification rules. So let me save this first, and let me go to the CI identification rules, CI identifiers. So as in the part one video, we have created one on computers table. So let me open that. And currently for this demo, we'll keep only these two, name and serial number. Will not keep this, but you can try it on your own. Okay. Let me just close this now. Okay. Now to transform, let me just load the data again. Load data in the existing table, that is laptops import, and the data source is that laptops table, laptops Excel, and I'll submit this. Now this time we have already created the transform map, so we got this option run transform. So I'll click on run transform, and we have the on before transform script now, and that has uh, trigger for IRE. Okay, so now I have transformed this. Now if I load the computers table, okay, we have added that ignore equal to true, so it means the transformation from uh, the transform map is ignored, but this has created from the IRE. Okay, the IRE came here, that IRE engine, sorry, identification and reconciliation engine came here and checked for the name first. Let me open that identification rule again. Identification. me open this. Yeah, so it came here. The lowest priority is the name one, for a name. So it came here. It checked for the names here. It did not get any name, so it updated that. Okay, sorry, it created the records in the computers table. Now to transform once again for testing purpose, as developer we don't need to go and load the Excel again. We have option to reprocess here. Okay, that's why what we'll do is, we'll just go to the import set table we created. This is our import set table. Okay, let me close this. And we have loaded this 6 rows, right? I think 2 times we have loaded, so that's why there are multiple rows. So let me add uh, created, and let me remove these all. I don't want these for now. I just want state, and then add the fields we had at name, OS, the serial number, and the speed. Okay, so I'll keep name here, serial number, OS, OS, RAM, and speed. I'll save this. So let me sort by created. Okay, so this is the last data source which we loaded, right? We have loaded 6 rows from the Excel. Okay, and we have the data here. So now this laptop 123 is there, and this laptop 123 is already created here. Okay, now what I'll do is, we'll just check this first priority one now. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just update laptop 123. No, let me just update the speed, RAM of that. Okay, it is 4096. Now I'll update to 4096 is nothing but 4 GB RAM. So now I'll update it to 32 GB RAM, 32 768. Okay, so as developer, we can change in the import set table, then we can reprocess that import. So if we go here, for laptop 123, the speed is, uh, s- so the RAM is 4096, that is 4 GB. Now we can notice it will change. Okay, now we have changed the data. Let me open that import set again. Now we can reprocess that. The existing data which is there in this rows, that will be reprocessed again. Now I'll transform. Okay, now if I refresh this page, if you see, laptop 123, it has data 4 GB earlier. Now it has that data 32 GB, because this first identification rule is matched, because the laptop 123 name is already present. That's why it came in here, it matched, and it updated that. Okay, now let's go and check this serial number one. Okay, so what we'll do is, for example, uh, we'll make this as 123. Okay, okay, so, or else we can create a new one as well. But let me just do this. This is laptop 123. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll just change its CPU speed. It is 2000 now. I'll change it to 10,000 or 20,000. 20,000. Okay, and if we go here in computer stable laptop 124, we're changing that one only, right? Yeah, laptop 124, the name is laptop 124, the serial number was 124, but now we changed it to 123, and we changed its speed as well. Okay, now when the identification rule comes, it will just check for, uh, yeah, it checks the name as well. So I'll change the name as well. So name to, I think, 129. Okay, so the now it comes, and it checks for the name, laptop 129. We don't have laptop 129 here in this list. Then it goes and checks this 123. Yeah, it finds 123. So we have this 123 here, serial number. Then it updates this row. Okay, you can notice the CPU speed is 1000 here, and what we have updated the name was 123. Now it will change to 129. Okay, now let's just reprocess it again. Reprocess. not transform. I'm triggering this multiple times from the same source, but if the other source tries to update that, then also same thing will happen. Now you guys can notice, let me open a new tab, duplicate a new tab. Then you see for serial number 123, the name has changed to 129. Earlier for serial number 123, name was laptop 123. Okay, and CPU speed was 1000. Now you can see CPU speed is 20,000. Okay, and we have updated the RAM as well. So RAM is earlier 32 GB, now it changed to 8 GB. Okay, so this is the identification rule. First it checked the name. This name is laptop 129, that it did not find any record in the system by that laptop 129 name. Then it searched for serial number. For serial number it found 123, then it updated that record. Okay, instead of creating a new record. So this is identification. Now let me go and show first how we can create the mm, CI with the script. Okay, so let me go here. So if we are using in the scoped application, then we have this identification engine. Okay, this is the API that we can use. Okay, and there is a link as well, this documentation link. I'll add that in the description. But if we are in global app, then we can use this engine, identification engine scriptable API. Okay, and this is the code, and we have the documentation link as well. So I'll put that also in the description. So let me just copy this here, and let me put it in scripts background. Okay, now this table is Windows Server. Now our table is computer, so I'll just replace it with computer. And the values, we don't need short description, we need the name. So the name what I'll keep is laptop 111, I can say. Okay, and I'll just remove this. Okay, next I'll do let me just check the serial number name. Okay, it's serial number. I'll just say serial number is 777. And CPU speed, CPU underscore speed, CPU speed will be, I'll say 2500. Okay, let's keep this much only. And here we got that as input, this payload. We have encoded that, and we are passing that to this API. This is ServiceNow API for global app. And here the data source is mentioned is ServiceNow discovery, but we can change as we are manually loading the data through scripted. So I'll do manual entry. Okay, this is manual entry, and I'll run this. Okay, let's see this laptop 111 is not present in the computers table. Okay, laptop 111 is not present, but when I submit this, when I run this, okay, so you see we have laptop 111 here. Okay, laptop 111 added by identification rule. Okay, and mm, yes, that has triggered, and it has created the new record, laptop 111. Let me just refresh this. This is laptop 111. Now let's see a reconciliation. We have two sources now. One source is this which is import set. Another source is the manual entry source, we can say, and that is from script. Okay, now let's go and open the reconciliation. We will open CI class manager. Let me close these tabs. Okay, search for computer. We have checked the identification rules. Now we'll check the reconciliation rules. So there are multiple here. So let me delete one. Let me remove let me keep this and let me remove this one, because we don't have the service node discovery enabled here. So we have this. So here what we are saying is first priority is import set. Okay, import set is a trusted source for entering the data in. I think we have not mentioned it is for all the attributes, but we'll not do that. We'll just do ram field. Okay, ram, we can add multiple fields here. Okay, and we don't have any filters. So what we are saying, to update the ram, the trusted source is import set and the second trusted source is manual entry. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just go and uh, update the ram here. Okay, the ram field name, ram itself. Okay, ram. So what it is, we'll add 1024. Okay, we'll say 1 GB ram. Okay, just for example, and I'll run this. Now what should happen is, by that identification rule, it should find laptop 111 here. Okay, laptop 111, and it should update the ram. It is empty now. It should update with 1024. Okay, by the script. Let me run that. And okay, we are missing comma here. So let me run it again. Now we see RAM is empty for laptop 111. Let me refresh this, and it is updated with 1024. Okay, it has not created a new one. It has updated because the identification rule finds the name here. Okay, now the last data source which is updated here is the manual entry. Let me go. There's a table. Let me just check that table. CMDB underscore data source underscore last core updated. This is a table. Okay, CMDB data source last update is the table, and here we can see for this laptop 111. Okay, for the ram field, the all fields are updated with last updated data source is manual entry, but we can just focus on ram because a reconciliation rule we have created for ram. So ram has updated, last data source is manual entry. Now what we'll do is we'll just update that with this laptop 111 with import set. Okay, let me go here. I'll just change this laptop 123 to laptop 111 so that the identification rule finds it. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll the RAM is 32 GB here, but the current present RAM is 1024. Okay, so as import set is the higher uh, import set is the lowest priority one, and it is a most trusted data source. If I reprocess this as per our discussion, this should the RAM should change here. So let me just transform. Okay, and I'll duplicate the tab so that you see a laptop 111. Earlier RAM was 1024. RAM was 1024, and you see data source was manual entry. Now it is 32768, that is 32 GB, and discourse source is import set. Now what I will do is, as the this is the highest priority, sorry, this is the lowest priority and most trusted data source, right? Now if I run with the manual entry, okay, if I run that script to update the ram field, it should not allow the update because it is already updated with the most trusted data source. Now I'll run the same script because RAM is 1024 here. The RAM now changed to 32 GB. I'll try to change it back to 1 GB again. Okay, let me run this. Run, and if I refresh this, you see that is not changed. It is as is 32 GB itself. It is not changed to 1 GB because of reconciliation. So this is about identification and reconciliation engine. Hope you guys have understood this. If you have any questions, then please ping me in comments. I'll try to answer. And please like the video, share the video, and if you're liking the content, then please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys.